Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again. Interesting video, guys. This is a little different for me because when I was thinking about this out loud, I kind of had a revelation. But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, y'all make sure y'all get the likes up, make sure you subscribe, make sure you notify, make sure that you are well versed with the Good Docs content listed in the links in the description area below. Probably about a few days ago, probably late last week, we did a live stream in reference to can foreigners and Filipinos just be friends. As of the recording of this video, that live stream is still available if you guys want to go check it out. I encourage you to check it out. We had some pretty good topics of conversation in there. It was pretty live. I appreciate those that showed up. I appreciate those that watched the playback. But in that particular video, we talked about the friend zone. And for those that were coming in later into the particular chat, they were talking about there's just no way that a man can fight himself out of the friend zone. And I thought about it because you wouldn't think, nor would you expect foreigners to be placed in the friend zone in the Philippines. At least that's what I thought. I was like, how logical would it be for foreigners to be placed in the friend zone in the Philippines? And then I was like, well, in hindsight, women will be women. And if they don't really rock with you, there's a high percentage chance that you can and will be placed in the friend zone in the Philippines. But being a foreigner, it's just something that you probably would not expect to be a natural occurrence. Now, that begged the question for myself that made me ask, why would a Filipina put a foreigner in the friend zone? And then, when I asked that question, we're going to compound that. What would make me put a Filipina in the friend zone in the same situation? And then it kind of dawned on me. I think that some of the reasons why Filipinas put foreigners in the friend zone, A, they're just not attracted to you. Whatever reason, you're not sparking their interest in any way, shape, or form. Number two, the second reason I would think a Filipino would put a foreigner in the friend zone is because, let's see, they don't find you to be attractive, or maybe they truly do have a relationship that they're trying to foster into something more. Maybe you don't notice, maybe you don't recognize it, but maybe they actually do have a relationship that they care about, and they're trying to make the best out of that relationship as opposed to talking to multiple dudes. So to me, those would be the only two reasons why I think a Filipino would put a foreigner in the friend zone. In that respect, I have learned over time, ladies and gentlemen, we used to say and always will say that the wall is undefeated, right? We all know the wall is undefeated. Women, they can't beat the wall to save their lives. But then again, I have to say that the friend zone is probably undefeated as well. It is very rare that a person can fight themselves, throw the jab, the hook, the left, the cross, the whole nine, to fight their way out of the friend zone. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never met anybody in my life that can fight their way out of the friend zone. Once you've been put in the friend zone, that's probably where you're going to stay. Now, big love to all of the people who showed up and said, you know what, Mike, once you're in the friend zone, there's no reason to fight it. There's nothing you could do about it. Those that actually recognize it. So the best thing for you to do is move along and keep it pushing. I agree with you 100%. But there's still these guys in the world today. Especially if they feel like they want something so bad, they try to fight their way out the friend zone. They're trying to change the narrative. They're trying to change this woman's mind about them. And it's the weirdest thing. Because in hindsight, there's just no way in this world that you're likely going to change her mind. Especially if she's in a relationship she's trying to foster. I think the only way that you might be able to potentially slide out of the friend zone is if that relationship doesn't manifest itself into something and now she's single again. But by that time, I kind of feel like she's only looking at you as a friend, somebody that you could talk to, a buddy, more than somebody she's looking to get into a relationship with. So even if she does get out of that relationship, doesn't mean that you have a chance now. You're just gonna probably be in the friend zone for a lifetime because you were always there in the beginning. I've learned over time, you can't always be available. You can ask any man on earth. If you make yourself available 100% of the time for her attention when she needs you, friend zone is where you shall remain. If she finds you to be ugly, chances are you're gonna stay in that friend zone for a lifetime. It doesn't matter how much you take care of yourself. You know, you can go to the gym. Maybe if you change your physique a little bit, then again, if you're gonna do that, you should do that for yourself, not for some female. But I'm just throwing out hypotheticals, man. Maybe if you change your physique and you look like you're fucking carved out of stone or something nowadays, even then, I still think it's gonna be hard for you to break that friend zone mold, even if you do look better. And the reason that is because females have a tendency to just, once they've set their ways, it's very hard to change it. And I've learned that. You have those guys, man, I could change her, like, not change her like that, but you could change your mind. I'm gonna make her rock with me, man. And everybody has this thing about the challenge of trying to get with a certain female. But after a while, you gotta call a spade, man. You just gotta keep it pushing, man, because there's just no way, in my personal opinion, that you're gonna fight your way out the friend zone. I think the friend zone, if it's not undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, it is 90% effective, probably 95% effective, as in once you're in it, you're not getting out of it. Very rarely does a guy find himself out the friend zone. I don't know what it takes. Maybe you guys know. Is there any way that a man can get himself out the friend zone? Because I think that that is a noteworthy question. I believe you can't fight your way out of it. But then again, maybe there's some tactics or ways that you guys have come up with that you can get yourself out the friend zone. The only way that I can honestly think that a man can find his way out the friend zone is if you delay attention, don't give her any attention at all. Like if you're used to giving her 100% of your attention, or not even 100%, but a majority of your attention, just stop giving the attention. She might question why you're not giving her the attention. And then maybe that could shift into something if you change the narrative from that particular perspective. But a lot of y'all ain't got that in you. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of y'all probably wouldn't see it that way, or a lot of y'all probably wouldn't approach it that way. So I know I'm just spitballing ideas as to how or why you guys could potentially get yourself out the friend zone, but I don't believe that it's plausible to get yourself out the friend zone. Maybe you guys know. And if you do, I'm curious, guys. I'm hella curious, man. Leave that stuff in the comment section below, because again, ladies and gentlemen, the friend zone, in my opinion, if it ain't undefeated, is 95% effective. Can you fight your way out of it? And if you can, how can you do it? A lot of y'all will say, Mike, don't even worry about it. Once your friend zone for life. There's no reason for you to fight your way out of it. There's no reason for you to even attempt. Once she puts you there, that just means she ain't interested at all. So there's no way that you should try to fight to make a girl interested in you that wasn't interested in you in the first place. 100% agree. But there's got to be a way. Maybe, maybe not. Interested to hear what you guys got to say. Been a good doc, Dr. Mike TV. Stay blessed, stay true. Y'all take care. See y'all in the next one. Peace.